The first question today is from Nathan Myers, who's saying, Dear Great Master, will you please give us the best way to renounce the breath of the human body so we may transcend the ego and release all attachment to the mind and body? Thank you for your highest teachings.
Exhaling is renunciation of the breath you inhaled. Inhaling is the renunciation of death you are retaining in your body. When you be in the center, neutral space between inhaling and exhaling, you renounce both life and death, rest in enlightenment. Inhaling is life, exhaling is death. Being in the neutral space, center of the inhaling and exhaling is enlightenment, samadhi space. Try continuously to be in the neutral space. That's the way you become enlightened. That's the way you will radiate enlightenment. That's the best way to renounce breathing and all the movements of life and death related to breathing.
The next question is from Sri Devi from Gurukul Bidadi, India, who's asking, how can or should a householder practice renunciation?
As per the cosmic law, there is no householder, sannyasi. Cosmic law only knows one thing: human beings evolving and different levels. Whether it's a householder or a grihastha or a sannyasi or a celibate or vanaprasthi, whatever, renunciation makes you live highest frequency. Renunciation out of fear is not renunciation. Renunciation of material objects should lead to renunciation of mental patterns. It should lead to finally renunciation of the identity. So let the renunciation be the lifestyle for every human being at every level.
She's also asking, what all can he or she do or he or she avoid?
As Kalabhairava already read out from the Akashic records, the different levels of renunciation. Renunciation of the idea of possession, renunciation of the patterns, renunciation of the certain ways you respond, renunciation of identity itself.
The next question is from Rajan, Sugarland, Texas, USA, who's asking, my humble pranams, Kalabhairava, what are the differences between sacrifice and renunciation?
Renunciation is way of life where you are continuously growing. When you grow from the birth, you reach middle age. When you grow from middle age, you reach old age. When you reach beyond the old age, you reach death. When you reach beyond death, you go for next birth. The flow of the life in its natural form is renunciation. Sacrifice is something like you give up for a specific purpose, for particular reason. So, renunciation is your lifestyle. Sacrifice is the decisions you make once in a while.
He is also asking, what is the best form of renunciation?
Renouncing the identities.
The next question is from Meena Joshi from Washington DC, USA, who's saying, does strict austerity, abstinence and ascetic practices remove karmic samskaras of past and present lifetimes?
Yes, austerities, ascetic practices specifically prescribed to you by your master helps you to get out of patterns and makes you achieve the ultimate.
The next question is from Manitya Ramani from New Jersey, USA, who's saying, Nithyananda, the divine avatar, how do I know what is divine will and what divine wants me to do?
Your intuition strongly hits at you, strongly raises you, strongly radiates through you from every incidence of your life. Continuously wait for the lesson from every incident happening in your life. Every incident is a lesson brought to you by divine. If you have time to listen, Kala Bhairava, me, continuously talk to you. If you take time to call me, I take time to answer you.
The next question is from the same person who's also asking, how do I renounce my thoughts and will and be constantly aligned with the divine? Please guide.
Thought, will, all are just different words. Will is nothing but bunch of thoughts. Thought is nothing but loosened will. Realize this truth. Thought and will are not separate things. Both will be aligned. Will and thought are just different smells from your identity. When your identity is little frozen, the smell is called will. When it is liquid, the smell is called thought. But both are just flavors of your identity. If the smell is little strong, it is called will. If it is little loose, it is called thought.
The next question is from Sujata Chandrasekharan, Chennai, India, who's asking, dear Kala Bhairava, is it right to renounce the family members like father, mother, husband, wife and children for the sake of our own spiritual practices?
As per the cosmic law, no husband, no father, no mother, no wife, no children exists. Everybody gives birth as the flow of their life. The very idea, even the mother and father, is created by you human beings. It is neither attested, accepted in the cosmic law. spiritual practice is the first priority for any human being. Spiritual enlightenment is the first truth for any human being. Evolving in the right direction with the right spiritual guidance is the first priority in your life. Let that not be sacrificed for anything. Same way, do not use spirituality to escape from your social responsibilities. If it's honest spiritual seeking, spiritual practice, nothing should come in the way. Anything comes in the way can be sacrificed.
She is also asking, if they are so dependent on us for their survival, what is the solution for us to jump into the spiritual journey? Thank you, Kala Bhairava, for expressing yourself through our beloved Swamiji.
No life can be dependent on others. Each life is their individual life. Each being comes to planet Earth on its own. Neither you can save nor you can fulfill them. Never you can make them feel secure. You human beings first need to save yourself. All other things are just pseudo sentiments, just inability being justified in the name of responsibility. Kala Bhairava makes it very clear. In the cosmic law, only individuals exist. Let all the individuals travel through the highest possible existence, enlightenment.
The next question is from Padma from Hyderabad, India, who is saying, Dear Father, is not renunciation a mental state?
Yes, it is a mental state. If you are established in that mental state, if physical is also renounced, great. If not, it's okay. Physical renunciation does not matter if you are established in mental renunciation, but do not cheat yourself saying you are established in the mental state and have continuously physical objects around you. Establishing yourself in the mental state in the initial level needs physical renunciation also. Be honest and integrated to evaluate yourself. That is where the real renunciation stands.
She is also saying, sometimes though we renounce outwardly, those desires will still be there in subconscious level. And sometimes by the time we realize there is nothing in it, it is too late. What to do?
Initial levels, renunciation physically also may be useful to achieve the state of the renunciation in the mind, but achieving the mental state of renunciation is the ultimate and foremost.
The next question is from a devotee who is asking, I am a married man with children taking care of my family business. Can renunciation be the spiritual path for people like me?
In cosmos, marriage is neither recorded nor recognized. It's an individual's decision. Sometimes they live together, sometimes they separate. Mahadeva has no specific records about this subject.
The next question is, what is the difference between renouncing a desire and unclutching from it?
Both are one and the same.
And the next question is from an ashramite who is saying, O Kala Bhairava, without first renouncing the identity that desires all things, is it possible to renounce anything at all?
Renouncing the desires erodes the identity. Renouncing the identity erodes all the desires. It is always one leading to the other. There is no such thing as which one will be first.
The next question is, I love creating wealth and have a talent for it. How can I combine creative expansion with renunciation?
Establish yourself in renunciation. The creative expansion will be your life breath. You will expand creatively so much. You will not bother to hold on to what you created.
The next question is from a devotee who is saying, Respected Kala Bhairava, can you say something about sannyas as the path of renunciation?
Renouncing your identities is sannyas. That is the way of life for any matured, intelligent being.